More of an aggressive burst coming through here as they will be really brute forcing their way up long. Scream is in position. He has the USP, so he can try and snipe them down. But let's see if he can steadily open this one up, as he will get one ready for the second as well, as he gets the tag but can't quite convert into the frag just yet. Eventually does the damage, but there's the overwhelm as they converge on top of him.
4 versus 3. Man advantage right now for the CT side as the bomb is still in towards long toilets. Go have to play this one slow and steady. Try and see if they can find a pick towards the whole of this map right now. They need an opening somewhere, because otherwise they're going to be suffocated in from all angles as XMS comes in from behind as well.
Yeah, talking about openings, this could definitely be one for the side of EnVyUs, as he's hot on their tails from the rear. If he gets up behind, it'll just be a matter of seconds before he can make quick work of them. The push does come through though. Grubby with the initial entry, ready for more as he is hammering back with that Glock. They're also dealing the damage that is so dearly necessary. But RPK with a double flick as he starts to slay. It's all on Furlan. One man in front, one man behind. He's trapped between a rock and a hard place as he bobs and weaves between. But RPK will get it. A hat trick for Cedric and a round for EnVyUs.
EnVyUs now claiming a pistol round. The first one at that. 1-0 now, going forward into round number 2. A go there. Slowed the pace of the round down. They found those kills towards this site, but RPK, the tank, holding the line as he bobbed and weaved around truck and found those kills to really cement that first round. 1-0 going forward, and it's going to be the force buy from a go. Obviously, not getting the bomb down in the first round, which means they can't just save into round number 2, then buy AKs into round number 3. They will have to go for the force buy.
Grouping themselves up for what appears to be a play towards that B-bomb site. Mass investment into utility actually for Ego as well, as they are going to be trying their luck. Happy goes for the initial spam through, but no easy targets. Instead, they should be fairly quick work for Scream, though, as we'll try and strike from behind. The SMGs dealing fast impact damage across the board. Everyone will be sent down. Apart from PHR, strikes back, finds a kill on SMS. It's the only frag they do achieve in the round, so at least one casualty and a revive forced out for EnVyUs. But Ego really just picked apart there by the SMGs.
Yeah, success there for EnVyUs. Obviously, having 4 players staying alive, a fairly clean round for the French side, which means they can start to slowly but surely build their economy going forward. It's crucial to have 4,000-5,000 left in the bank for when you eventually do lose your first round. You can instantly buy back and not be put onto the back foot. We saw on Cobblestone the effects of having a weak economy where you can't build up your money, instant resets, constant force buys and ecos from EnVyUs. One of the reasons why Go had such a strong first half.
Oh, Scream. UMP in hand. He's getting the tags out as well. Tower fairly low. Nice HE going to be rolling through as he pops the head of PHR. And Snatchy wants the third as he is attempting to nail him against the wall. Tower will eventually be taken down as EnVyUs get all 3 rounds off the back of the pistol. Get themselves into a good spot on overpass.
Yeah, crucially as well, 5 players staying alive versus the eco. Kills found by Scream as well. Currently on $9,500. 6,000 for Sixer. And 4,000 for RPK as well, so the money is strong for EnVyUs. I believe that's the first time we've said that in this whole best of 3, Jack. As it will be the MP9 for XMS. Happy, RPK, Scream on their rifles, and 6 are going to be wooed in the AWP. And for a go, and more so Snatchy, lacking that all.
Oh, XMS though, Snuds. This could be a bit of a spicy play. As he will peek round, they peek together. XMS does actually find the frag. Unfortunately, RPK gets traded back though. So the Source Superstar goes down.
4 versus 4. A go there. We're hoping to line up their smokes and their utility towards the B site, wait for the smoke to go from Monster, and then push into the B site. But it seems like RPK and XMS putting the trigger a little bit too early than what A go were expecting. And now they're going to be reformatting their default. Before they were going to go towards the B site. They slow the pace down there. Now working the whole of the map, taking control of Connector. Also got a player as well, I believe that's PHR towards middle. But he will just throw his one flashbang, comes back now towards B as Agoa trying to show presence across the whole of the map.
Once again, EnVyUs going for this extension play as they're trying to find the frags they dearly need. Scream will get one, but XMS has been traded back, leaving them in a 3 versus 3 firefight. A short control is going to be hot contention now. Stream needs to be ready, reloads his M4, but is he poised and ready for more? Flashbang goes over as he just lies in wait now.
3 versus 3. Molotovs and utility rain in, but actually the real play is going to be towards the A site from Ago. They sell the fake towards B. And now after claiming control of Connector, it allows them to go for the fast rotation, the fast fake, but is it fast enough?
Yeah, Six is already there. He's on the scene of the crime, ready to try and cause a stir with the AWP, as he will fire once, but misses the initial shot. Follows it up, though, as he finds the head of Snatchy, but there's PHR, who does damage. Tower as well fires back on Happy. It's all up to Scream in a 1v2 for this opening buy round. Is it possible as he will run round? He's trying to pop those heads if he can actually find himself an opener, but they get into the back line. They've got bank control.
Scream, 1 versus 2. No kit, no utility to aid him, but he has the pure skill and firepower. Backed up by his talent, finds the first gun to 12, and now PHR last alive.
That's always going to be the biggest tool in his arsenal as he flicks around, tries to go for the 360, but PHR will nail him down, finds that kill with the AK, abolishes any chance of EnVyUs getting that opening round.
3-1. But thankfully, EnVyUs did have money in the bank already. Scream dropping over weapons for his side as it will go 3-1. First buy round claimed by the Polish side as they're currently 1-0 up in this best of 3. UMP for Furlan, Galil for Snatchy. 3 AKs, and it seems like they're still not going to be going back to the AWP just yet. But let's see what EnVyUs are going to change. Already exchanges towards middle.
EnVyUs a little bit more overextending here, really, as they are trying to go for these confidence plays, but the trades are coming back through thick and fast with the side of Ago, as they do now fall into a 3 versus 4. Tao is incredibly low, but they are taking their attack towards that B bomb site. If they just play together, Snods, the welcome mat is down.
Once again, solid positional plays from a go as they will be making their mark towards the B site. XMS, the lone survivor in terms of defense from EnVyUs towards the B site, but he's playing retake towards heaven. The smoke comes in, shrouds his vision, and now they can be forced to play for the retake. They need a kill early on here for the 3 versus 3 retake. Otherwise, a go could be stealing the lead.
Oh, that's what SMS is going to try and do, but Grubby with a flick there as he somehow picks up that dirty kill, leaves them into a 2 versus 4. They are outnumbered once more.
No kit. Just a smoke for Happy. And a FAMAS for Sixer as well. Let's see what they can do.
Needs to be something splendid here. Something magnificent if they want to pick up this round, as they are really on the back burner. They're left in a horrible, horrible spot. And you can see time ticking away. They don't have the kit either, so they can't really try and go for an audacious burst. They just have to try and play for exits now. Happy will find one head, ready for the second as he does push back through. And they deal an effective amount of damage. They're forcing out all the rebuys on the side of Ago. Furlan is the only remaining T, and he barely gets out of there.
Sixer unable to salvage that FAMAS into the next round, which could be costly, as right now their money isn't so strong. It's going to be, what, 2,000, 2,500, 3,000-ish across the board aggregately for EnVyUs, as they're going to be potentially going for the save here as they cannot afford the full buy. Opportunity now for a go to win versus the Eco, get to 3-3 and equalize the scoreline already.
Yeah, a very expensive round for either side, as you can see the damage that was dealt to the economy of a go. But look at this, going for more of an aggressive stack, really just going for the tempo plays. The structure coming through now from EnVyUs as they know they can't play this Eco out like a gun round.
5 AKs for a go. Lacking the SMG to really have optimal economy in terms of getting the $600 a kill onto those MAC-10s or the SMGs. Instead, just basically going down to the firepower. They want to take 0 risks here and 0 chances. And with that, they will be going for, once again, a very smart call towards A long. And they're going to be met by a completely free and open A-bomb site.
Yeah, it's down. They can run their muddy shoes all over the place as they won't give a damn. It's their territory now as they have taken a stake in it. Snatchy as well with the extension over by Toilets. He will find the first frag. Tower comes back through as well as they're just being able to pick up all these kills oh so easily against the very weak investment that EnVyUs have brought to the table here.
Grubby will find that kill onto Scream and Sixer. Just going to be leaving Happy last alive. Gets the dink onto Tower, but that's about it. As he can still try and finish off these low HP players, try and dent that G economy as much as he can, but eventually will be taken down. 3-3. And now, role reversal, where a go now have, what, $3,000 in their inventory, and they're the ones that can buy back if EnVyUs do claim this round. This round here, Jack, can definitely set the pace and dictate how this first half will finish, because EnVyUs, if they lose this round, they could be going back to old habits that we saw on Cobblestone where things just fall apart and a go run away with their T sides. As already will be a lack of an op for Sixer. 4 M4s, XMS on the FAMAS, And for a second time now, Jack, they're going to be lacking the defuse kit.
Yeah, that's not great. Those late round post-plant situations are going to be even harder for EnVyUs if they do not have those kits to work with. As they go, make their play up. Furlan, you could see, he was trying to see if he could find a potential opening, but does dial back for the meantime. They can try and play that slower style of CS. Oh.
Boost coming out, trying to see if he can spot a player on top of the flower bed, but actually, Sixer isn't boosted up there just yet. Minute 10 on the clock now, and the bomb is outside middle from a go. They're playing the slow, methodical style of CS that I was expecting after I saw them systematically decimate the defense from EnVyUs on Cobblestone. As right now the bomb makes its way up towards a long. 55 seconds left on the clock. No AWP for EnVyUs to try and find those long-range picks. No defuse kit as well if the bomb does go down to try and aid them in the afterplant. Let's see, Furlan towards B short. He has a smoke and a flashbang, can try stealth effect towards the B site, either by using the utility, trying to force panic out of the players like XMS, but instead the kill's go in favor of a go. They find the first frag onto PHR, and Furlan tries to make his mark towards B.
Yeah, Furlan's lurk could be very useful, but unfortunately RPK will get the better of him as he gets amongst it. Sixer though, stealthy suffers. He's being a bit of a silent assassin here. The timing is so important as he's poised, and perfection comes through. A double kill, one for Happy as well. There's Grubby going to be going down as EnVyUs, they do get that round.
They do indeed. 4-3 now as we head into round number 8. A go right now have 4,000 to 3 players, so they can go for a 3 AK buy if they want to force it. The money is fairly low as well for EnVyUs. Only 2 players above $1,000, so it would be a smart buy from a go to try and get this round win, reset the money from EnVyUs, and try and break their economy again. But instead, it seems like only Furlan's going to be going for the investment. 1 AK, 2 P250s, Deagle for PHR, CZ onto Grubby. As right now will be a fast play towards middle. Can the AK, the sole AK, have effect?
Oh, surely streams to slay in this scenario as he throws the clip in the AK, starts to slay from far away, but he's only going to get 2 before he goes down. There is a response though. You give Tao a firearm and he will really start to bring the heat to you as he strikes back, takes down Sixer, gets them into a 2-on-2. They have scavenged weaponry, but what can they actually achieve now?
2 versus 3. We've seen how good a go are in the mid to late rounds, even when they are behind in numbers. We saw a 2 5 versus 2s from a go on Cobblestone on the terrorist side. Can they try and replicate and mimic that right now? As the players coming towards the B side. Tower towards Monster has the smoke, flashbang, the bomb, and Kevlar to back up the AK. PHR towards short. As once again, XMS playing passive towards B.
Push coming around as they are trying to go for this slow play. The smoke goes down to attempt to ward off and cause panic amongst them. 35 seconds left on the clock as they will slowly make their slog into this site. They have a small amount of utility. More so, this just relies on Tao to be an absolute monster into the round as he tries to deal damage, but RPK and XMS, no sweat off their back. Cool, calm, and easy frags come through. Nice little double, both of them being headshots, and EnVyUs will pick up that round.
They will indeed. Picking up that round, sending them to 5-3. Now claiming 2 rounds in a row. As it will be the buy from a go. The quality buy in the last round. Forces a Kevlar, and CZ is all they had in the last round. It's still, it came fairly close. Let's see what they can do now. 4 AKs. Furlan, obviously, after investing in the AK in the previous round, now deducted down to the CZ himself. Strong utility as well for a go. Can they try to slow the pace down? Try and set the tempo for the round in a way they want to play it. Take control of toilets, take control of a long, take control of banana and connector, and then try and set up their grenades, set up their executes towards the site. Try go for the fake as well. We've already seen them try and pull that one off in the first buy round when they went back towards the A site after sending the grenades towards B.
Oh, the timing could work here. Oh, Snatchy. He did get into the boosted angle, Snons. The timing was there. He spots out Snixer, but doesn't find the frag actually onto Sixer there.
Doesn't indeed. So close there for finding the first kill, but nevertheless, 5 versus 5, round number 9. And with a minute left on the clock, it will be the bomb towards Banana. And slowly but surely, Sixer and Scream holding off the aggression towards the A site. A fast rotation in as well from Happy. He's going to be joining the ranks towards A, as they're suspecting a play towards the A site from a go.
Oh, Scream. Pushing up. He's going to be sitting on the park bench, posted up, chilling and waiting for the push to come his way. Sixer takes a bit of a dent as well, though, as he's going to have to buff that one out. Happy as well, eliminated as he's removed by Grubby, and they will be pushing past Scream. Sixer is going to be that first point of contact on the site. Scream actually does get the drop on tower, though. That is a huge frag into the round. Sixer trapped, dazed and confused, but Scream is still dealing all the killing blows. He's doing the damage on his absolute lonesome.
4 versus 3. RPK spamming into the smoke, trying to find that frag, but instead Grubby pushes through, finds the kill onto default, goes for the second. But not before he's instantly traded out, just leaving. Snatcher last alive, but not for long. Scream will claim that second kill as well. And it will actually be a 4K from into that round. XMS found 1, but a quad kill from Scream to hold the line, hold the aggression from a go towards the A-bomb site. Now for the Polish side, are they going to change things up and try to go back towards B?
Yeah, this was beautifully played from Scream, though. Just towards toilets, just peeking at the correct timing, destabilized everything they brought to the table. They had no structure there because he was just being able to systematically break them down in every individual fight.
Round number 10. No bomb plant for a go. Even though they lost 3 rounds in a row, they cannot buy into this one. So it's going to be the save. Kevlar just bought for Grubby. Apart from that, 3 P250s, Deagle for PHR, CZ as well. But it seems like already, as CZ's taken out of the equation, Happy finds the first.
Yeah, Happy with a nice headshot there as he will be pretty chuffed with that one. Easily, they just need to be able to pick up these frags. Basically try and not lose any casualties if they can. XMS looked like he was about to go down there, though, as he was trapped, tagged down very slow. You could only draw back at that speed. RPK as well, firing on, finds a frag on Snatchy. Just try and stay alive. Make sure you get 5 weapons into the next round, and this will be a goodly played round. Happy there on the entry. We'll find the headshot on Tao. And EnVyUs looking very strong in their overpass CT half now.
And now this sets up the narrative for a go. $7,000 for Scream. Nearly 8,000 there for XMS, 6,000 onto Sixer. The goal now for a go is not only to win a round, but to win rounds in a bundle. Try and chain 2-3 rounds together and really try and whittle down and break the CT economy, because that's the best way back into this one. If they can try go 7-5, potentially try and break the money for EnVyUs, that could be their gateway to getting to a 7-7 scoreline, a 7-6 scoreline. If they want to try and come back into this one, it's going to be 3 AKs that have been retrieved off of the corpses and carcasses from a go for Scream, XMS, and Sixer. 2 M4s for Happy and RPK, so we're still yet to see the AWP just yet from the French side. And the same goes for a go, as Tao and Snatchy are both on AKs. 5 rifles versus 5 rifles, but we know who's good with the rifle jack.
Oh, Scream, though, he is down as Grubby will strike first and strike harder as he hits him with the AK fire, takes him down with that first shot. Sixer falls back after popping the smoke as well to try and buy some time.
Exactly, and now for a go, they know that EnVyUs have to rotate a player towards the A-bomb site. They know that the defense should be 2 players towards A, 2 players towards B. But actually, RPK going to go for the fast rotation towards the A site. Is he going to be the difference maker here? Can he rotate back towards the B site when his team needs him? Because it's all down to XMS. Grubby, the bomb onto Tao is making its way towards Monster, and they're going to be grouping together.
This is going to be a hard defense. Obviously, one man against the world, essentially, but can one man change the world? Let's find out. XMS just taken down. Furlan on the entry will find the first critical kill to open up this round and allow them to do even more damage. There is a backstab in fruition, as Snatchy should fall to Sixer. It's just a matter of time, but even then, that's only going to be 1 kill. It's Sixer in a 1v4, unlikely scenario. Just save at this point. No reason to run in and throw everything you have in your inventory to the wind.
Then again, the money is low for a go, so for Sixer, if he was to try and play for extra kills, that could definitely find success. If he finds 2 kills, leaves only 2 players surviving for a go, that means only 2 players can drop. That could equate to 1 player in the next round for the T side having a SMG, having a CZ. But then again, Jack, it seems very unlikely he will find 2 kills, let alone 1.
Yeah, because right now they are pushing towards him, though. They're giving the potential, but he actually just falls. Furlan will be the one to remove him as he gets that frag fairly quickly, Snods.
Textbook Counter-Strike coming out from the Polish side. They find the first kill towards A. They slow the pace down. They wait for EnVyUs to go for their rotations. They know that as a bare minimum, 1 player had to rotate from B towards A, meaning a 2-2 split. But in fact, RPK joined Happy on the rotations, meaning it was just XMS alone towards B. There was no re-rotate back towards the B site from RPK. He stayed towards A, leaving XMS on his lonesome versus 5. And obviously, he was eventually conquered, leaving a go with that bomb site. 7-4, as a go will claim another buy round for themselves, as they are currently 3 rounds behind. As we go into round number 12, 5 arcades once again for the Polish side. Orb now into play from Sixer, he's holding towards Eleague, and this is the first time we've seen it as well.
Oh. There's that boost play once again coming out. Just for information, Grubby trying to see what he can spot out. No one is going to be there though, so he can't actually clear it and get a rough idea of what is occurring. Scream as well, still playing from this fairly aggressive angle as he has pushed up. Starts to dial it back now.
The 3-1-1 default coming out from a go. One player was towards connector, now he has control of B short. That's Furlan. One player outside B, PHR, now going to be leaving B, going back towards T-spawn. Grubby, Snatchy and Taul towards middle. The 3 players used to try and gain control of real estate towards the A site and slowly and systematically gain control of the map as a 5-man unit. But this time they will be grouping outside Monster. Taul, PHR and Furlan outside B. The bomb as well from the T side close to Monster. And close to XMS as well. Snatchy throwing his grenades towards the A site, trying to sell a fake, but will it work for a second time as Happy rotates towards the A site? RPK and XMS to hold the aggression now from a go.
Oh. Can they do it? They get themselves set up outside. RPK does have support here and a bit of Overwatch to aid him as this push is coming through. XMS needs to go big, gets one, but there's the flick from Tower. Luckily, RPK starts to spray and shut it down ever so slightly, buys them enough time. Furlan can get on the site, but he can't plant. He's too little too late. And it's all on Snatchy, who's got to save once more.
You could see as well, as soon as he looks at the clock, 10 seconds left. If he was to try go for that, there was no time. If he was to try and linger towards CT spawn as well, high chance he would have been taken out after the timer had ticked away. 8-4 now, and EnVyUs looking very different on the second map, even though it's a go's map choice. Then again, they did win versus Space Soldiers on Overpass yesterday, 16-10 off the back of a crazy performance from Happy. But for a second time today, Jack, it's going to be Scream on the top of the scoreboard for the French side. 14 kills so far for him in 12 rounds being played out as we head into the 13th. Or for Toao, no Kevlar though to back it up. Will that impact him in terms of how aggressive, how confident he can play with the AWP? Lacking the Kevlar. Is he going to try and use the AWP to try and challenge Six's AWP towards A? As of right now, he is towards Playground. Scoping in all those angles towards Torres, trying to find the first frag, trying to find the entry for his team and open up the A site.
Map control slowly being encroached upon here towards mid. Scream though, if he just plays it as he has been, this should be so easy for him. Obviously close towards toilets, he's been a major nuisance. He's been the janitor that cleans up this mess that consistently keeps coming his way.
In front of the smoke as well. 55 seconds left. He has Sixer towards stop sign. If Sixer flashes that smoke, that could be so strong for EnVyUs, but in fact, Sixer will fall. Tower wins the duel.
Oh, they get the entry with Scream with a double response. Tries to get the fur, but Grubby takes him down with a CZ as he'll get a critical strike off. Back into a 3v3 now, though, as the push comes in. Happy finds the frag with a headshot on Grubby, leaving them with just 2 remaining Ts, but they're still dealing damage. The double spray from PHR makes it the triple. He was hungry for the ferocity, and he starts to rise up through the ranks and gets around for Ago.
A massive spray transfer onto those 2 players towards the CT stairs, whips it round, finds the final kill towards Bank as well. A massive hat-trick of frags. And there you have the spray transfer to connect those 2 kills. And then goes for that final peek to take down Happy. 8-5 now as these teams only have 3 rounds separating them.
Oh, you can see there the difference. EnVyUs looking upset, looking like the emotions are starting to rise, the tensions are on show, whereas Ago, happy, giggling, bubbly, as they start to find a critical round there that might actually reopen up this game. An 8-5 scoreline, it's not the worst deficit in the world, Snods. There's a lot to play for.
Yeah, I mean, an 8-5 scoreline isn't looking too bad right now, but the problem is, what isn't looking too shabby is the money from EnVyUs. UMP bought by Scream, but he still has 3,000 left, so he can invest into the next round. RPK only has 1.5k, which means he will get 1.9k as a round loss bonus for this round if they lose it. So even then into the next round, Jack, this could be a double eco. 2 players from the side of EnVyUs are on low money, XMS and RPK. As it's going to be a go reading the low money from EnVyUs, expecting a stack somewhere. As Furlan might be met by some aggression.
Oh, XMS is going to be the one to take the aggression of Furlan as they burst through this triple threat on that CT side. really made a bit of a mockery out of them. There is a response from Tower with the AWP. They're trying to shut down this eco. Grubby with a double spray will get some deadly shots up, and Happy strikes with the CZ. 1v1 slot. It's all to play for here as Tower. He needs to be on point and poised with the AWP. Luckily, he extends round first, catches sight of Happy, sees a bit of leg, and blows it off.
Exactly. Nerves are still. Doesn't pull the trigger too early. Wasn't baited out there by Happy. And will secure a final kill as we head into the final round. 8-6 being the scoreline. And I said before, they would love to go for double eco. The problem is there isn't an extra round to try save into this one, and they have a strong buy into the next one. Instead, they're forced to use everything they have. XMS on to the MP9. RPK only had $3,800, which means he's going to go for the smoke and the FAMAS instead of going for that M4 and full utility. Kit bought by XMS, which could be the saving grace here for EnVyUs. As right now they're lacking the firepower to try and match up versus a go. Or for Taul, we saw him win the duel in the last round versus Sixer towards A-Long. As right now, for a go, grouping outside Monster, they suspect weakness as Furlan finds the first kill. Isn't traded out as well. This is massive for the side of the Poles.
Yeah, let's see if they can try and continue this as well as they're pushing their way round. Grubby gets the follow-up kill, the spray on RPK as he's really dealing the damage that is necessary now. Happy as well in position. They have the advantage. Is it going to slip away? Scream! You could see looking timid and scared. It all comes down to Sixer in a 1 versus 4. Furlan is low. He's bloodied, bruising, and he's weak. The Sixer will finally tiptoe over. Knows he needs to try and deal some damage, but it isn't going to go his way. Ago get that 7th round. They keep it close at the half. It's an 8-7 half.
They finish out the first half, winning 3 rounds in a row from an 8-4 scoreline where EnVyUs were the favourites to have a strong half there. 10-5, 9-6. It all fell apart for themselves. You can see the stress starting to build because they know that if they lose the second half pistol jack, this could be a massive upset again for a go. We've already seen them 2-0 godsend to knock some veterans of Counter-Strike out of the minor. Are they going to do it for a second time?
Yeah, is it possible? As we are back into these pistol rounds as well. EnVyUs looking like they're going to try and go for that group strategy. But this is where Furlan could be so powerful, but Snarty gets contacted first. They find him. Sixer and XMS work together as a duo to hit him with a 1-2 punch, take him down. They try and take that control towards Long as well as they swan their way up and try and hit the A site.
Man advantage for EnVyUs. XMS finds the first kill. Sixer still have a smoke and the HE grenade. Happy as well has the P250 smoke flashbangs. They can go for the smokes towards A, block off the vision if they want to. But let's see, PHR spots one player, hasn't seen the bomb just yet. Six has the bomb towards A long, so still a go, are lacking information as to where EnVyUs are going to be eventually committing. As slowly but surely, the T side make their way through connector towards B short. Or do they? As right now it seems like EnVyUs are lacking that decisive call.
Yeah, seems like it has tapered down. Started to slow off a little bit as they will begin to reposition. EnVyUs actually grouping up. They're going to go for that play in towards a B-bomb site. They have the advantage in the round, but can they get it even further in their favor as they push in? Tower waiting to overwhelm them and strike with sublime skills as he will actually be blown out of the server. Scream finds the kill on Grubby as well. This is not looking good as it's a 2 versus 5. It should just be quick work for EnVyUs to punish them and pick this round up as they want to get that opening pistol. Snatchy is firing back though as he hits the trigger on his P2000, but he can't quite get too much with it.
2 versus 3 now. XMS will find a kill onto PHR towards heaven. RPK will claim the final head. Snatchy goes out of the server. 9-7 now. EnVyUs have claimed both pistols. Surely this is the insurance policy they needed to secure the second map. Send us to cash. But then again, for a go, they will be going for the instant force buy back. How strong is the force buy going to be from a go? How many players are going to be fully investing? PHR will buy that scout. Snatchy, Taul both haven't bought, and that's probably going to be signaling, Jack, a double op setup for the CT side into the first buy round, as the 2 AWPers haven't bought just yet.
Oh, look at this. Fast play through. Happy, obviously, with the map 10, trying to go for a little bit of a scouting play into the round. Scream still doing damage as well as he'll steal away that kill and eliminate Snatchy.
5 versus 4. Once again, heavy SMG investment from EnVyUs into their counter force buy. 3 MAC-10s themselves. Scout from PHR, trying to see if he can find a tag at the bare minimum, try and damage and hurt the players from EnVyUs. But nevertheless, a minute left on the clock. Bomb going towards the A site. 4-man stack towards A from a go. And Happy will find that 1 kill towards Monster, but the real hit from EnVyUs is actually concluding towards A.
Yeah, they are ready. The stars have aligned as they'll push their way through. Happy actually goes down as he will be overthrown there by Furlan. He can actually upgrade as well to the MAC-10 at the very least, but it's not going to be the most impactful weapon to have grabbed into this round. PHR trying to deal damage with the Scout as he snipes away, but instead he just needs to save.
Yeah, may as well save the CZ Kevlar, the CZ MAC-10 from Furlan, and the Scout from PHR to the next round. Obviously, if Furlan saves as well, he can drop over the CZ to another player, so we could be seeing a decent quasi-bind to the next round from a go if they can save all 3 weapons.
Yeah, if they can get this together, at least have those triple threat of weapons to aid them as this game develops, because EnVyUs looking like they have actually found their footing a little bit now, more so on that T side. It'll be interesting though, when the economy is back in the favor of Ego, what they do and what they can work with. We have seen them have fairly effective CT halves in the past.
Exactly that. But then again, historically, it's always been the terrorist side from a go to sing home about. But let's see if they can step up to the mark and try and change the odds. 10-7 now, and it will be another, well, I say another eco. In fact, it will be the weapons that were saved from a go. Scout to PHR, MAC-10 for Furlan as he drops over the CZ to Taul. Grubby salvaging the CZ and Kevlar into this round as well as they go for the boost play to try and get the first kill, but it doesn't actually amount with anything just yet.
Oh, fast and furious stuff coming out as Happy still consistently going for these plays towards short. He really is liking to try his luck here.
Is indeed. It will still be the 2 MAC-10s as well for Happy and RPK. They can use these submachine guns, use these MAC-10s as information, send them in first, see if there is a stack towards A or B. Use them as a tool to try and structure your T side as to where eventually you want to try and conclude your T round. But instead it will be RPK and Happy with those submachine guns just holding towards B short.
Oh, Grubby though. Peeks round, RPK will really get the cash builder going. Snatchy actually going to try playing the smoke with his knife out. He has his blade ready. He's got it sharp. I'm ready to strike with it if someone actually does push in unsuspecting. Towards the A site as well, that bomb is grouping up, but it looks like it starts to reposition. B should be the true play here with a late round explosion on the cards.
Why is Happy pulling that face there? A sign of frustration is the call to go towards A. You can see him right now as well, trying to be very affirmative with his call. He needs to actually give the one. Lining up the flashbang, flash the players outside Monster. Let's see if they can still topple over the CT defense.
Oh, the timing is awful, but somehow he actually does get that frag anyway. Punishes Snatchy. Tower will also fall to XMS as the entry frags are going their way in very effective fashion. The entire round seems to have been shut down now. Furlan by MAC-10 will run back through. Furlan gets 2, but there's XMS to trade it back with the AK.
1 HP there for Happy. That round could have gone down to the wire. Nevertheless, though. 11-7 after EnVyUs have claimed both pistol rounds. So what happens, Jack, when you disregard the buffer from those 2 pistols, when you break it down into the buy rounds? Actually, in terms of consistency, Go have really been pulling ahead. Can they keep the momentum forward? Taul and Snatche will be bringing out the double AWP setup, as I said before, as expected. And will it come to an effect? Will EnVyUs try and expect it, try and counter the AWPs with some heavy utility usage, or are they just going to run into the site?
Oh, they're just going for the fast play, but luckily Tower will be able to swing wide with the AWP and find that first frag, but Happy only had the MAC-10. He's not going to be too furious about what he has lost into that round. Meanwhile, they are playing in these duos as well. 2-2, as we see him hold towards close toilets and just outside Monster and wait for the push to come towards them, possibly expecting an information play from Ego.
Exactly, but then again, there's no reason to push right now for the CT side. They have the advantage, but XMS will deny it. Furlan goes for the trade.
Oh, Furlan, though, blind and confused, couldn't actually find it as XMS has really started to get an exhilarating play going into the round as he's opened it up massively for them. 2 AWPs, 1 M4. It's going to be a hard retake with what they actually have on the cards as they go around. Tower tries to strike, but can't actually connect it. The follow-up frag going to miss as well as they do back off.
Dink does come out to 6 with the AWP. He misses the shot onto PHR. 3 versus 4. Make that a 4 versus 2 as PHR is taking out the server from Scream. As a go, surely have to try save the double AWP, as right now that is such a costly investment to try go for. As we will head into the 20th round, 12-7. As it seems like EnVyUs have finally woken up.
Yeah, EnVyUs definitely back in their own right. Found their swagger, they've woken up, got that sleep out of their eyes, and they're ready to rumble as they have got themselves that 12th round now on the board. Ego struggling to really find consistency on this CT half. It hasn't been looking as effective as we expected. This is back-to-back wins now for EnVyUs.
4 rounds won in a row. For the T side, XMS with a huge double entry. We saw the first kill conceded by Happy when he ran in towards shot with the MAC-10. It was like a bloodlust rage. And even with the man disadvantage, XMS did change the outcome of it. It will be 12-7, the double op save. And the investment as well around those two ops, as they will be going for upgraded pistols. Kevlar across the board. The boost comes out, tries to land the first kill, but doesn't quite connect.
Nothing really to write home about just yet, as he sees Ed needs to actually come through, but Furlan with a double somehow finds those kills as he will extend round and overpower them. It falls back into a 3v5. They still have the double up set up in commission as well. So this is actually a good spot to be in for Ego. Maybe there is potential.
XMS trying to do the same job as last time and bounce back even when his team was in a deficit. Gets 1 kill, but this time he's traded out. And it will be Sixer and Scream outside Monster. A 4 versus 2. Grubby is low. Is that the silver lining now for EnVyUs?
Tower just waiting. He knows the timing is all in his favor. Sixer would have to try and find the frag, but he's going for the contact peek, providing support for Scream here as they have utility to work with as well. But they look timid. They look terrified to walk in to the unknown that's on the other side. Sixer does go for the contact face. There's the first Scream with a response, though. Luckily enough, as he is the headshot machine, he can take them down with these fantastic one-taps. There's the response as well. Molotov going to go out, try and force them out of position. No one has any a reason to peek, but he starts to make it work. Snods gets the second frag. 30 seconds left on the clock as Scream will push his way in. He's a bit of a killer with the Kalashnikov as he makes an absolute meal out of the round. Takes down Snatchy. Can he find the last one? Clears the angle. Knows his location. Scream gets it as he brings it back. Quad kill for Scream and a round for EnVyUs.
The Belgium superstar there. 1 versus 4 to claim the 13th for EnVyUs. 13-7 now on the map pick for a go. They're the ones right now looking and facing at defeat. It's going to be the 6-round lead now for the French side going forward. As not only do they claim that round, they will claim momentum of this second half as well. A massive 1 versus 4 from Scream. Like a surgeon, he clinically takes down those heads, and it's a fast playing reply. And Scream, with the confidence from the last round, will be eventually taken out. Man advantage now for a go.
Trying to lay the push in, but Grubby with a double as he instantly starts to go massive into the round. Ready for more as well, as he is so hungry for these frags. RPK and Happy can get the trades back in their favor. Though Sixer as well with a swift shot. It's all on Snatchy and Tower now. The double up set up, but it's crumbling away as they start to go down. Snatchy pushes through the fire and flames as well, as he was really overwhelmed. You could see the exhilaration as he starts to dial it back ever so slightly. A 1 versus 2 with an AWP on a retake at B is going to be incredibly hard.
The MVP of the last map, and right now his team's going to be needing an MVP performance, but he won't be able to muster the courage to go for that one. 14-7 as we head into the 22nd round. EnVyUs just 2 away from sending us over to the final map, as it seems like the notorious first game of the day for the French side didn't go in their favor, and now they've woken up.
Yeah, it was a little bit slow, a little bit shaky for them, obviously, on the first map of the day on Cobblestone, but a whole lot better here on Overpass, as they have definitely been able to fix the issues that arose on map number 1. If they do pick up this, it will keep it in a 1-1 fashion and take us on over to the final map that will be Cash. But let's see if it'll get to that standpoint, as into this round, heavy aggression from EnVyUs towards long. The flashbangs are coming through. The nades are soaring through the sky. PHR gets the opening kill, but Sixer with a trade back. There's PHR with more as well, though, as he's trying to go famous with a FAMUS. Really punishes them, and it all comes down to just Happy finding kills, though, as he works his way through. But the bomb is down in such an awkward location. He'd have to play through it. He's got 1 minute and 10 on the clock, but he has not got a lot of confidence in himself.
has to try and isolate these players in the 1 versus 3. Grubby towards Connector. Snatcher and Furlan both grouped together as a 2-man unit with clear vision now of the bomb as the smoke does fade, as Happy, known for his lurking style, tries to implement that now into the 1 versus 3. Does get spotted out though. Furlan with the jump spot, we'll see him, and now they know exactly where Happy's coming from.
Happy. Just waiting for the push to come his way, ideally, as he is going to go for the jump space, try and get the info, but Snatchy finds the kill and takes him down. Very swift shot coming out there as EnVyUs. They are so close to picking up this map, but Ego are still holding on and hoping to see if they can really make it through the slog and bring it back.
They are indeed, Jack. 14-8 now, as it is still a 6-round advantage for the French side going forward. After winning 6 rounds in a row, it won't actually be the 4-bye for the 5 players from EnVyUs, as XMS is deducted down just to a Tech 9. 4 AKs as well to surround him in terms of the EnVyUs buys. They make their way swiftly and promptly via Connector to try and rush down these players on A.
Seeing if they can Zerg rush him down as the push will be coming out. Aggressive standpoint here as well from PHR as he has his M4. He's a bit of a marksman with a weapon. But is he going to be given the potential firefight? Actually, they do bypass him as they try and take that long control.
Snatcher with the up towards Sign at A long. Holding the angle here. Let's see if EnVyUs are going to smoke off A long. Try group behind it. Burst the smoke towards A, as it seems like XMS is lining up that said smoke. Snatcher, he's going to push through. Yes, he is. Can he find the first kill here?
Go for the boost. Flashbang over. Happy wants to try and get that critical opening kill, but he just gets the tag off. It's not quite a frag just yet, as it's only a menial amount of damage done.
Does get the tag as well. Snatcher, half HP, 50 points of health for him. As with 40 seconds left, EnVyUs are going to be sticking towards the A bomb site, but not A long, towards Banana.
Bursting their way through as the kills come through. Though Furlan with the first, Furlan with the second as well. PHR chimes in with one. Snatchy deals the damage back on Happy, and it's all on Scream. But Scream will fall. No headshots today. It'll be Furlan that cracks his skull and shows that the Polish defenders can start to reinvigorate and reinvent themselves. EnVyUs, they're going to go for the tack pause.
Yeah. No need for this to go on for any longer. If you're EnVyUs, you have to get the job done now, as they will be taking the first pause of this map, the first time they've really been tested. As it will go 14-9. And only 5 rounds now separating these 2 teams as they go are starting to work out, feel comfortable on their CT side defense.
Yeah, it's looking better and better by the second. Obviously 9 rounds now secured. They do have a good buyout as well, so they have weapons to play with. For EnVyUs, the same cannot be said. Upgraded pistols, a few kits of armor here and there, as we will see the Kevlar vest slipped onto RPK and Scream.
Yeah. EnVyUs now know that Snatcher is warping towards the A site. One of the easy counters is to simply just flash, use your utility early on, smoke out front toilets, molly out Banana, flash middle, flash over long, take control of A long, smoke the end of A long like we saw XMS do, but instead of going through Banana, burst through the smoke at A long and try swarm the site versus the AWP.
Oh, PHR just going to hold, but Snatchy will find the initial frag anyway. He doesn't have to do anything. Snatchy's just shutting them all down so swiftly and so easily. PHR, a nice little frag comes out. Snatchy still continuously doing this damage, as there is going to be the final frag off the back of tower. That is the 10th round for Ego. Obviously, you expect them to pick that one up, but lucky they didn't really take too much economical damage as well.
Round number 25. It's been 3 rounds on the trot now for a go. We saw EnVyUs take the tactical timeout for this round here. What will be the effect of the pause, and how will it change their T side so far? As right now they just came off with a massive 1 versus 4 from Scream. But let's see now. 14-10. Round number 25 is going to be the double up setup now for the CT side onto Tao and Snatchy. 1 up towards the B site, 1 up towards the A site. Tao going for the aggressive peek towards B short at the sewers. As once he gets the information, he spots no one outside Monster. We could be seeing a 3-man rotation towards the A site, and then suddenly the advantage in favor of a go into this round.
Push coming through here. As they slowly tiptoe their way up, you can see EnVyUs encroaching upon that CT side map control. A little bit more of an aggressive stance from Ego, but they are just playing these one-and-done angles, really. Snatch, if he gets the first frag, needs to fall back, but he gets one. But there is an instant trade from XMS as he will dome him with that Kalashnikov and now leave them in a 4v4. This actually favors the T's as well, especially the way this round's shaping up.
4 versus 4, 55 seconds left on the clock. As the bomb onto Scream makes his way back towards T-Spawn, potentially going to be rejoining the ranks outside Monster alongside with Scream. Tao and Grubby. The AWP from Tao peaks for the T-Spawn information, but eventually will go down. Man advantage now for EnVyUs, leaving just Grubby alone towards the B site.
Oh, there's the Molotovs in position as well, so Grubby has to fall back. Unfortunately for him, if he would have got that frag on the cross, maybe there would have been more potential for them as it goes on, but this is looking like it will be match point secured for EnVyUs, so much damage has been dealt already, especially from RPK there.
Yeah. Furlan going to be going for the save, even though the money is decent for the side of a go. They won 3 rounds in a row, fairly convincingly as well. 4 players alive in the last round, 4 players alive in the round before that, 3 players alive in the first round. They won on their second half. But still, going for the double AWP setup is so costly. Let's see if we're going to be seeing the eventual debt owed from a go. This is going to be match point now for EnVyUs, 15-10.
Furlan with the flick though, takes down XMS as he will start to wipe up the situation. Falls back, just needs to stay alive ideally. They are hot on his town. You can see them hunting him quite aggressively. As the peak will come round, RPK, is he going to spot him out? Barely gets there. Can't quite find it.
Saved by the bell. 15-10 into round number 26. 2 AWPs once again though for a go. They can still afford it. They can still afford a strong buy at that. And that's off the back of the 3 rounds won cleanly in a row prior to this current round here. 15-10 now as EnVyUs have 5 chances to close this one out in regulation. A go needs to amount 5 rounds in a row. 5 perfect rounds at that, because if they let one slip, if they make one mistake, that could be us going to cash.
It's true. Well, that's going to be an awkward spot to be in. Obviously, cash, a map that really could go either way at that point. Nods as they would both have 1-1 apiece. It'll be the final map to decide who is going home and who is moving on to face Optic as they go. They are going to have their heads down low. They're going to be disappointed if they let this slip away. It was a map they were starting to show dominance on, but now EnVyUs are just 1 round away from picking up the victory. Snatchy holds though as he waits for the flood to come in his general area. Wants to try and swiftly strike them with the AWP. He normally is very effective.
Smoke coming out as well to deny any vision towards Banana or Toilets. And with that, as they rush up A-Long, trying to see if they can catch Snatchy off guard and see if they can catch the CT defense with their pants around their ankles towards the A site as they're slowly but surely making their way upside A-Long. So the boost will eventually come out, but not before Snatchy gets seen.
Yeah, a bit of a weak jump in situation there. Couldn't quite get it together, but eventually they will go for the elevated peak, find the tag on towards Snatchy, get him down on 48 HP, so at least it's damage done. He's now on sub 50 HP. It could come back to haunt them in the late round.
30 seconds now. Happy will find the first kill to Snatchy. Man advantage for EnVyUs. Can this be the round they need to claim that 16th, get to the 3rd map here? As already it seems that the players coming towards the B site. Grubby left alone as Tao actually going to be rotating towards A. It's all down to the X-Vex star.
Ball push coming through, PHR with 1. Grubby going to fire it back as well as he takes down Sixer, but there's Scream. Oh, Tao, there was potential, but he misses the flick. It's up to Furlan to really try and deny it as he will strike back through. He's got support as well. PHR up top trying to go large in charge, but Scream with a sexy shot lands it and blows him away. Scream with a follow-up as well. Incredibly done. What a way to finish it up there as the second map will go in the favor of EnVyUs.
Scream, they're 2 kills away from getting to 30. As he ends that second map on 28 kills. 16-10. As a go full shot on their map pick after claiming EnVyUs on Cobblestone as they send us to the 3rd map cache.
Yeah, going to be trading maps there. It was obviously not really the best situation to be in for EnVyUs off the back of struggling on their own map pick. They came in strong. They looked like they woke up perfectly on that T side. As soon as they got into that T side, they were just dominating.
Yeah, we saw the exact same thing as well in the group stage, if you remember as well, Jack. It was a overtime win from EnVyUs.